Welcome to episode 2 of Entrepreneurship Journey. Today I have Anontique and Tishana, the creators of Royaltiquecollection, and they're here to tell us about their journey and things they've learned along the way. So, guys, if you don't mind, introduce yourself, what you're about.
Okay.
Things like that.
Well, my name is Anontique. I'm a co-founder of Royaltiquecollection.
I'm Tishana. We both came up with this idea basically in 2017.
Right.
We started this in 2017, had some hiccups along the way, and we decided to basically reinvent the whole idea again this year in July.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
A lot of life happened, and we decided to restart, revamp it, and here we are. The past couple months have been very transformative, and we love the pace that we're going at. We love where we're going, so we're just trying to keep that momentum going into 2020.
Yeah, so back and we're better.
Okay, so I think an important point to share with everyone is that you guys also just coming out of school, you guys started this while you were in college, and you guys graduated, and this was something you decided to pursue after college. So I guess you could just share your experience on that, building something in school and also working on it after school. What is that like? So first, what is it like having a business in college?
Difficult.
Yeah, having a business in college is hard because I feel like when you're starting a business, it takes so much time and so much, it's just too much that goes into it for you to also be worrying about classes and homework and studying for tests and writing papers, and it's just a lot going on. Plus you're broke in college.
Right.
You're always broke in college, and I feel like you spend a lot of money when you're first starting out the business because you have to test out things and you have to do a whole bunch of trial and error, and then you go back and then you spend again and then you go back. It's just a lot. So it's really, really hard doing it while in college, and I feel like that's the main reason why it didn't really work out that great in 2017, because it was just too much on our plate and it was just not working out.
Yeah.
Okay. And how have it been different now that you're out of college, and I guess the plate is a little bit more empty? How do you see things differ?
It's definitely different because one, we have more time on our hands. We both just graduated from our master's program, so that definitely helps. And then the fact that our purpose comes from a different place now. I feel like before it was more so just for money and more so just because it was trendy, sort of say. But now it's we have a vision of ourselves in the future and what we want to accomplish in the future and what we want ourselves to look like, and what goals we want to reach within the future. And it's we have to take those necessary steps to get there. We can't just jump into it and just be blind within it. We have to plan and take things step by step and do it the right way. I feel like before we're just going with the flow, but now we're actually trying to take the right steps and plan and organize to make sure that each step we take is instrumental to our final goal. Just coming from a different place now.
We're not rushing anymore.
Yeah.
We know that this is all an actual journey. I feel like before, because we were so pressed to have money,
Right.
We were okay, let's find a vendor. Okay, we found a vendor. Let's go sell hair. Like she said, there was no planning that went into it. It wasn't strategic. It was just, I need money.
Right.
But now we've had this conversation so many times. We both really want a legacy. We want something that our name is on, and we can just have to claim for ourselves.
Right.
So it's not like it was before. So I feel like now it's actually working out because it's more genuine.
Okay. And to continue with that, you guys talk a lot about the legacy and growing it the right way. What is the vision do you guys have for the company in the future?
Our vision is the vision is so grand. I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I don't want to give examples because I don't want to be somebody else. Right. But it's hard not to give an example. But I just want it to be like, you know, first of all, I want people to feel like they're beautiful using our products, and they feel like our place is like the one-stop shop. Right now, it's gonna be like we're selling bundles, but we both want it to like grow, you know, and just keep on getting bigger and bigger and sell more things that's just like fully just beauty and hair, like not just bundles, you know. Right. So it's supposed to just expand and just keep on getting bigger, but we have to start somewhere.
Yeah. And I really want it to be like a community. Like, I don't want it to be like us as the sellers and you're the customer. Like, I really want it to be an exchange. Like, so it's not only me letting you know what I have to offer to you, but I want to hear what you have to offer also. Like, any insight you have into what you want to see from me, or products you want me to start selling, or any services you want me to start selling. Like, I want you to be comfortable enough to bring that idea to me. So I want it to be like a back and forth, you know, like open communication with our customers. So just building that community where everyone feels comfortable, and I feel like that's the best way to do it, because that's how you build like long lasting customers, not just people that are going to come and go, people who are like loyal to your brand and loyal to who you are as a person. So
yeah, and that's what we're like trying to work on also. Like it's called the Queendom, because, you know, Royaltique is all about like royalty and like feeling like you're just like a queen and all of that stuff. So it's called the Queendom, and we're trying to do like blogs and stuff, because Anontique is like a writer and she wants to like, you know, develop that within our actual business. So it's supposed to be blogging and like newsletters, so people are seeing what's trending now, or advice. Like advice and stuff like that. So it's not just gonna be so plain and simple, like
it's not just selling here and then that's just away. So it's educational, it's to make you feel beautiful, it's to make you feel inspired, it's to just give you knowledge overall. You know, like I know you guys personally, and you guys are very genuine, you know, like, and that's the horror that you guys give off. It's very genuine. So like a question that I'd have is like, you know, what was it like growing up that turned you guys into this genuine people you are today?
What turned us into genuine people?
Well, I mean, my parents are pretty genuine. They're very open with their emotions. They're very open with their feelings. So I guess it just gave me the empowerment to let me know that whatever you feel and who you are, it's okay to be that. Even if it's just in the house, you know, because they sometimes they do like act a certain way in the house, but not outside with other people. But at least you have a space where you can fully be yourself, like, you know. So they're just very open with me. And then also just coming to college and seeing other different types of people, like people who are more closed off, some people who are more comfortable with self-expression and comfortable with who they are as an individual, and then like kind of just feeding off of them, like, okay, this person like wears their heart on their sleeve, and it seems like it's nice, you know, like they seem more self-assured and more confident in themselves because like they're more self-aware, and that's something that I want to be also. So it just takes constant work, like each and every day, like just constant like baby steps towards that final goal of like fully knowing yourself and accepting yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
My parents, I mean, it's not, okay. I feel like with my parents, it's not really like, okay, go wear your heart on your sleeve and be whoever you want. But like, maybe to an extent, it's like, if you, like right now with my dad, he's very on board with me trying to do this hair thing or whatever. He's very supportive of it. But in terms of growing up, it's like, you need to be a doctor. You need to be a doctor, or you need to be a nurse, and all this other stuff is like, what are you wasting your time for? What are you doing? Like my passion was always music, and it was like, okay, that's really great. Like that's good for you. It's great. You sound good, but
what else?
You need to be a nurse, like, you know. So I don't know if I would really attest to all of that, but I would definitely agree with what Anontique was saying about finding yourself in college. I feel like it's been a whole process, maybe since like high school, but I don't know. There's always like ups and downs in high school. It's like hard to find yourself, but then I feel like once you become more independent, especially because we were dorming, like you're a lot more independent now, so you find your own voice, and I don't know.
It's what works for you.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
And you meet people who are just so different. Like my roommate Melissa, like I feel like she was so different from me in the beginning. Like I was more closed off and she was more like open with her expression and just like happy go lucky and just like going with the flow of life. Whereas I'm just like so nervous about things and like anxious, like, oh my God, what's next? What's next? And it's like she kind of rubbed off on me like as we progress because we live together. So like you get comfortable and that person rubs off on you. And I guess I appreciate that experience because I feel like it has helped me to get to where I am now.
You know, I feel like as you go through the process of life, you just get older, you just learn things from so many different people that you meet along the way.
You just take little things here and there.
You know, something that you said there that's very, very interesting is like there's this whole thing that a lot of parents put themselves on their kids and the kids are living for their parent because there's not that freedom there for the kid to become themselves, you know? Like a lot of parents say, hey, it's either lawyer, doctor, or nurse, or you're not living under this roof. It's like they had this vision of themselves. They probably didn't get to accomplish it, so they sacrificed their life for their kid, which is noble. But they didn't give the kid that freedom to realize their own life.
Their own potential.
And like I am very, very curious about that because like when I think ahead to when I'm going to have kids, like I'm not going to say, hey, it's either you go be that or you're not welcome here, you know? Because like my mom allowed me to do anything I wanted to. With reason. Like I couldn't just say, oh, I'm dropping.
It made sense.
Right. I remember telling her when I was dropping out of school, and I had to go with a very, very good plan. Not just, oh, I'm tired of school. I had to go and say, okay, drop out today, start this business tomorrow, make this money the next day.
Like
and
PowerPoint.
Yes, I did the same. You don't understand.
You made the parents a PowerPoint?
She made a PowerPoint to explain her reasoning to
because
them.
my dad likes everything very
nuts.
broken down. And like, okay, what is your plan?
That is
so like
parenting.
talking about it, I feel like I lose what I'm trying to say, and I don't. Like I'm like,
Get caught
wait,
up in
I
the
had
passion.
exactly. I'm like, I had an idea and I don't remember it. So when it's like an actual presentation, I legit made a PowerPoint presentation of why I don't want to be pre-med anymore.
I was so taken back, but it worked.
Right.
But it worked. He was like, okay, so you have a plan. That sounds like it's gonna.
Wow, that is interesting.
I know.
My dad is very like. It has to make sense.
Right.
If it doesn't make sense,
You have to lay it out.
You know, I'm gonna judge you.
Oh my God.
That is that is
Yeah.
strange.
Something.
It is very strange.
That is wow.
Something else.
So what is it you guys would say like inspire you daily? I know in the entrepreneurship world it's tough. Like you're fighting a lot of odds. You have to wake up every day and go make this money in order to pay these bills, to keep going. What is it that, you know, get you up out that bed in the morning and keep you going?
I feel like it's the fact that I've already envisioned it all for myself. Like, I'm a huge daydreamer, you know? So I feel like I spend a lot of my time just in my head, just thinking about what I want for myself for the future. And I try my best to map out a road towards that, you know? And once you envision it for yourself, it's kind of hard to go back on that. Like, you kind of feel like you're doing yourself an injustice. So it's like when I wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, if you don't do these steps, you're not going to feel okay within yourself. Like, I kind of feel miserable if I don't do it. Because it's like, I already know what I want, but my actions aren't lining up towards it. So it's like, I feel an imbalance within myself. So it's like, okay, in order to not feel that way, what's the result? What do you have to do? Just make sure you act. You act and you do the steps that you need to take, you know?
Execution.
So, exactly. So, just to prevent myself from feeling sad, depressed, you know, anxious, whatever it is, like, just act instead of just thinking all the time. Just perform, you know?
Yeah, same thing that what she was saying. Like, it's once you envision the whole thing, it's kind of hard to just let go, especially at this point, like so much has been invested. We've planned so much, we've spent so much. Like, it's just too much that's been invested to just be like,
so many conversations,
so much FaceTime calls because we live apart. And we have to like plan all of this stuff. Like, we have a whole book with everything in there. It's like There's no way that I could just be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
And then you
I guess
already
it's just
presented to your father.
I
So
presented
you
to my-
can't
Exactly.
go back
I
on
can't
that
just stop now.
Now I'm be a fraud.
Right.
After all this time, like, it's just too much to just let go of, especially because, like, it's our heart is on it because
Right.
our name is behind it.
Right.
So now it's just be like, you know what, forget it. It's like,
it's almost impossible.
I can't let this go. I just
Right.
can't. So obviously, okay, I can't let it go, but then I also can't just be like, I'm not planning anymore and just be in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't stay in limbo.
Exactly.
So, like, what got you guys started on the entrepreneurship journey? Like, while you were in college, why didn't you just go get a job?
I feel like she started it off when she first made a wig.
Yeah, because I really wanted a wig because that's when it was kind of becoming a lot more common, and it was like people were getting it installed, and I would just see on Instagram, and I'm just like, how is this a wig? Like, it looks so real.
Right.
Like, wigs were never like that. It was always like, you know, how people would normally think of wigs as looking wiggy.
Right.
And it's just like, all right, I need this wig.
Mm-hmm.
I need to buy the hair. I need to get the wig made, and then I need someone to install the wig.
Right.
So all of that was
That's
coming
a lot
to
of money.
above $500. Okay, and that was for hair that wasn't even long.
Right.
Long hair is really expensive, and then the person has to make it, and then they have to install it. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't ask my father for this money. Like, I just can't. Like, it's been such a long time since I asked him for money, and now like I'm just asking for a lot at one time.
Right.
So I was like, how am I gonna do this? And then my boyfriend was like, yo, why don't you just make your own wig? I'm like, what? Like, how am I gonna make my own wig? That doesn't even make any sense. And then he's just like, no, like you can try it or whatever. Went on YouTube. I'm like, this doesn't even look that hard. Like,
Right.
I might actually be able to do this. Pulled it off. And then Esnik was like, yo, I could do this too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we both started making wigs on campus. And then, yeah, people will always ask, like, oh, do you sell hair? Do you sell hair? Like, while we're a wig maker, we might as well just sell hair
Right.
and then just sell the whole wig or whatever. So then as we're both going through those conversations, we're both just like, you gonna sell hair? Like, should we just sell some hair and make some extra
It
money?
just made sense to just go down that route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, so your boyfriend need to get some credit
Yes,
there.
yes. He always says, yo, when you make it big now.
That's good. So, again, entrepreneurship is tough. It's hard. In college, out of college, wherever you do it. What are some obstacles you guys faced, and how did you overcome them?
Wow, there's so many. Well, number one being the fact that we were in college. Like, the first time we started in 2017, the fact that we were in college alone is an obstacle.
Right.
Because you're already on one path, and that path is to do your classes, take your exams, and eventually get your degree. Like, that's what you're taught. Subconsciously, that's what you're going towards.
Right.
And now you're on a completely different path. Well, you're trying to be on a completely different path where it's like, okay, I'm pursuing entrepreneurship and I'm pursuing self-awareness and my own personal goals that I've developed within myself, you know? So it's like two completely different avenues. And just like, how do I merge the two? Like, how do I intertwine both and actually make them work for me, you know?
Right.
And it's hard to do it the first time around, which is why it kind of failed the first time, but in the same breath, it's like, it kind of helped us. It was kind of like a stepping stone into what we are now.
Right.
So I can't be too mad at that obstacle.
Mhm. What other obstacles?
Vendors.
Oh my god.
Poor vendor, like hair vendors that gave us such crappy hair. And we're just like, okay,
I'm just so sick and tired.
we have a vision for what we want and you're not holding up your end of the bargain.
Right.
So just like,
Oh my goodness. And
so discouraging.
When we first started it and we first decided, okay, we're gonna go with this vendor, literally she got deep wave hair. It's supposed to be wavy, curly, whatever, and you washed it, right?
As soon as I wet it,
and it became straight.
it became straight.
Wow.
It's like, what? Why are we
Yeah.
spending on this? And then just recently, it was for another vendor, and their hair looks so beautiful in all the pictures and videos that they sent me.
Right.
I'm
On
like,
the internet,
yo.
on social media.
I'm
it
like,
looked
yo,
that
this
way.
is
But
so
in person,
beautiful. What?
Yeah.
That hair was tangling and shedding all over the place. I'm just like, wait, I spent over $200 on this.
yeah.
Mm.
It's discouraging because like you invest so much
Like,
money into this and they're kind of like ripping
seriously.
you off.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
well,
The vendor process, like finding a vendor, that is a huge obstacle because
Mhm.
it's so much back and forth and you're spending so much money for trash.
Right.
You really have to be resilient. Like, you have to keep it
Yeah.
in your mind, like, okay, like, I know eventually I'll find the right one, so let me just keep investing. Otherwise, you're gonna break.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, forget it. Like,
Yeah.
just forget it.
I know, like I know with like overseas vendors, they have like some people that you can get that goes and like test the quality of things for you. Like you pay them to go test the quality of the hair before it gets on the product and overall, before it gets sent to you, so that way you know you're not getting a default product.
Yeah, I just felt like everything should just be done by us.
Right?
Because first of all, I feel like we're both perfectionists. Like, I know I'm like OD a perfectionist, but like we're both perfectionists, and like I don't know, I feel like I'm controlling. I want to see it myself. I want to do it myself.
Right.
Like, because I don't know if I can trust you. Like,
Right,
do you really know what you're doing? Like,
Do you work for that company
so
that you're going
exactly,
to check
you're
out?
trying to sell it to me
It's
too.
right.
Like, I rather just see it myself and test it out myself and see how I like it. Because what if you like it but it's trash?
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know.
Same. I have to see it for myself.
I'd rather just
Yeah.
test it out. But this other obstacle that we had, I just remembered it. But I think it was when we were at maybe 800 or 900 followers, and maybe 700, and somebody hacked our page.
Wow.
I was
No, Tishana had a mental breakdown.
I was distraught, like, oh, my heart, because it's like, it's not easy. It's
Right,
not easy
right.
to just get these followers, and like so much goes into it. Like, oh, I was so heartbroken. I thought I had to like delete the whole page and start from scratch or whatever. So I just
the knots, that can be done also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long does the process take?
Well, a wig can just take a couple hours, really. But if you want coloring, maybe 2 days at least, just because the coloring is like a chemical process, and it can be damaging to the hair. So you want to like make sure once you do the bleaching process, you decondition it overnight, just to make sure the hair is still intact and doing okay. Like, you know, So it just depends on how much work you want done to the hair. Yeah.
Okay. And like I know you guys are still planning and putting things together. In the future, when everything is ready to go, like how does somebody who wants hair bundles or want the service of a wig made or anything like that, like how do they reach you, and how does that process work as well?
Well, we are currently in the process of building our website, and I think we're on schedule to actually have it launched on November 24th, which is next week Sunday, not this
like
coming Sunday. So yeah, they would just order their bundles online or whatever. I think we also want to have like a text box where they can say whatever customization that they want to it or whatever. And we're also available on Instagram. We check our DMs every day. I know once it like becomes a whole bunch of people, it'll be harder to keep up with that. But right now, like we're checking our DMs every day. Our email is also accessible, but I mean, what we would really like primarily, your orders go in through the website. Like even if you hit us up on Instagram, we would refer you to the website, because I mean, if it's done through Instagram and like, you know, quick pay and stuff like that, it's just it's not professional and it's not reliable enough. It would just have to be through the website. So yeah.
So for those who are watching, you know, would you guys like to offer them something, maybe 5% off the first purchase when this launch or something like that, if they use a code launch 25 or something like that? Maybe that would you know.
We specifically wanted to choose a date that was close to Thanksgiving, because we want to do a Black Friday type of like sale or whatever. And then also when they get like their thank you card, like in their packaging and stuff like that, they have some type of like discount for when they come back. So it's like, you know, you want to come back. Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say the code, you know.
Can't give it away. So what are prices? What are the typical prices for like bundles?
It's kind of hard to say because
Well,
it
depends on the length.
the
So
length and the texture.
it's definitely cheaper if you decide to do a bundle deal. So as opposed to buying one bundle or two bundles, you decide to buy 3 with a closure or with a frontal.
Okay.
Then you get like a major discount, you know?
Right.
But I feel like the prices range between 150 and 300 depending on the length, because we go from 12 to 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the texture also, because like natural wave, body wave, curly, deep wave, straight, like they're all different like prices. So it's kind of hard to just generalize what the price is.
Okay, no, just fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. Do you guys have any question for me?
What made you want to bring us to your show?
All right. So I started this show, Entrepreneurship Journey, to showcase different journeys of entrepreneurship, like just different people in different areas of business. You know, like I'm in food and beauty, you guys are in beauty. You know, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people on here that's fitness, that's various places. But we all have learned something in specific. We have all learned something different. And I want to show and inspire other people who may want to start their journey but don't know how or don't know what to do. I want them to be able to watch the show and go, I'm facing that problem, or I'm having those obstacles, or I do have that mindset. Oh, that's how she overcome it. I can do that too. You know, I want to like build people up so they can pursue freedom and happiness. So that is what I'm trying to help everybody to realize, that okay, you know what, the only way I'm going to become free and happy is if I pursue my dream, is if I become self-aware. So I want to use everybody in this journey as an example for everybody else. So that is why, you know, and you guys, as I said, are genuine and you are hardworking. I know you guys are like putting everything you have in this. It's self-funded. It's not like you guys getting funded from everywhere. So like, right?
That would be so nice.
So you guys are giving this your all, and like, I feel like people need to see that. They need to hear the struggles. They need to see that the hard work is going to pay off.
Right.
You know, so you guys just had to be on the show.
I appreciate that.
No problem. So,
man.
Again, thank you guys for coming out. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you.
Thank you for having us. This is great.